guys, Squirrel Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
Rick.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron. And we're back with ReZero. Last time on...
Time skip.
I don't know any sound effects that work for this.
That's okay. That's what we got.
That was a splat, man.
Yeah, it was.
It was a crunchy splat.
Fucking badass way to jump off a cliff. Jumped as far as he could.
I love the comparison between I'm going to kill you to I'm going to save you kind of thing. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just didn't like the splat at the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to save you! I was like, alright. Do you think it's... So I brought up in the thing, do you think that there is like... Is there a mistrust between them? Because like, I think he spends time with one sister more than the other.
Yeah.
Like, there was the reading one, he spent more time with, I think, the pink-haired one. And then when he went to the village and stuff, he spent more time with the blue-haired one.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a difference in like which one's killing based on like not trusting him? They neither one of them look like they actually trust him, but one starts to, so they kill him to protect him.
The second time he died in the hallway, are we to guess that one of them killed them, or is that whoever killed him there, did they kill Rim here?
Well, I think
died.
Rim killed him in the hallway because it's like the limbs going everywhere seems to be her thing.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the poison or the killing in the sleep is when Rom does it. I think.
I don't know, because we had...
Well, then who kills Rim here? Because they died the same way that he would have died the first time, which is the taking of mana, right? They take all their mana, that's all your life force, and you die.
Well, we also have this weird shadowy hand thing going on.
Is
But
that the Witch of Envy?
The
That's
Rom
like fucking with shit.
with the poison and stuff, though, Rick, like Rom here, like we saw her like, whoosh, and it cut him and then cut the thing behind him, which is kind of similar to what happened in the hallway as well, where it was just like a quick like, whoosh, and then just his arm was off and stuff. You
I
know?
feel like the hallway had like this like flash animation of like red energy or something. Am I remembering that right? Like we had like a shot from like outside and we saw in through the window and there was some kind of like red like scatter like animation still that I haven't seen yet since then. I don't know. I feel like whatever killed him the first time and the second time might not be one of the maids. I don't know. Maybe not.
I mean, the only one that we know for sure that can kill by draining is Beatrice, right? In the house.
I suppose.
But she have a reason to do it.
Stop that, Aaron.
Like, I don't understand why Rim killed him the third time.
I think the fact that she has knowledge of draining mana and killing someone that way insinuates that it's not her.
This last time that Rim killed, you don't know why?
No. Just because she was suspicious of him, but she couldn't do anything while he was a guest of the house.
And she didn't trust him, so then she like
So she
tortured
just
him to
murdered
try to
him.
find out what information he knew, and then he seemed to know nothing, so she killed him.
Yeah, that's real sus to me.
There's like a lack of...
Like,
Well, I mean,
he was sus.
someone does that to me. I feel like I'm not going to work too hard to try to save them. Next. I don't know. I feel like she went real fucking hard.
If you're emanating an aura of like the
witch.
most evil, powerful person in this world,
Sure.
like that is certainly very suspicious.
So you should die without any answers.
I mean, it depends how this world works, right? Like,
I don't know.
if you only have that if you're a servant of that person,
Yeah.
then why question it? You know?
Well, it's an argument from ignorance by saying that you can't think of any other reason that she would have it, thus she must be this only one. That discounts other reasons it could be like that.
It's too great of a risk for her to take if she's trying to protect her
Yeah.
Her charge.
yeah.
Sure.
But not so much of a risk that she would like do anything about it while he was there, only whenever they're alone in the woods, when no one else knows.
Well, no.
And she says that she doesn't want her sister to find out either.
We don't know that she wasn't going to do anything before. That's just where...
Well, that's why she waited, right?
That's where it ended up, because that's what he did.
I thought she only came after him because he was no longer a guest. Like, why not go after him the other million times?
Well, because of the
Or the other
rule of
couple
maids,
days, I'm
I
sorry.
think.
Huh?
Because of the rule of maids. Like, I would imagine hospitality is like the #1 rule.
Yeah.
And once you're no longer a guest, the rule of hospitality no longer applies.
She also had a line like to make sure that her sister didn't find out about this too, right?
I mean, they've both said that for various things. Like, that was said, wasn't it, about the orcs?
The ogres.
Ogres?
Yeah.
The red and the blue ogre.
Like, I remember it being said then. I don't know if, I mean, Rim didn't need to say it here, but like, you can't tell my sister this. She was killing him. He wasn't going to tell nobody nothing. You know?
And the witch caused Rom agony. So, like, she seems to especially hate the witch for something that they've done, or she did to Rom.
I mean, it feels like the witch must be the cause of him coming to this world and hitting the reset button.
Maybe.
Right? If he smells
or
like
something
her.
else. But it could be, like the witch has some kind of, like, spell on him, and that's what that hand was that keeps him from being able to tell Amelia what's going on. And like, what? I wonder what limitations of things he can and can't say are.
Like, he's been able to say things or imply things that have happened in the past. So he can at least talk about that.
But he couldn't come out and just say it.
Yeah, he can't say the rule.
But if he said to her, well, last time you did this, would she be like, wait, what? And is that okay? Or would he get stopped before saying, like, last time you did this?
I guess just the witch or whatever that hand entity is knows his intention and can stop him from intending to give something away.
And I mean, maybe he is inadvertently going to do harm to them. Like, if the Witch of Envy gave him this power, it could be for a purpose to kill Amelia.
Amelia gave, in the first day or the second day, gave herself the name the Witch of Envy, right?
That was, way back in, like,
first iteration.
First episode, second episode? First episode, I think it was.
Yeah.
Before he died,
The first
He was...
the first go around.
She said that, and then Puck was like, huh? And then that's what was said.
Yeah.
So I guess we know the name of the Witch of Envy, but we don't know anything else.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Nutella.
Satella.
Yeah, Satella, not Nutella.
I don't know. Do I get more information? Grim's on my sus list. I don't like the way she handled that.
What?
I don't know why I have to...
Although...
I don't like the way that she tortured and murdered him brutally in the forest.
all the letters in Elsa are also found in Satella.
Yeah.
In her defense, he came there from nowhere. He stayed there for a while.
Yeah.
Then he took off,
Yep.
went to a cliffside, and overlooked the facility that he was leaving.
Sure.
That all seems very sus. And if he smells like a witch, maybe you torture him, try to figure out what he knows.
Should she justified in torturing and killing him then?
Sure.
I'm
just saying there's some weird shit going on. From her point of view, I don't think necessarily that she's like wrong in suspecting that something's off about him.
Maybe.
Like you're saying that she's sus. He's just as sus.
Sure.
Why do you like, oh, I'm leaving, bye guys, and then he just goes to a cliffside and he's looking, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you tell us what's going on? Why are you spying on us? That's pretty suspicious. Oh, because
it is.
There's a throne and you're trying to get it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to protect royalty. I imagine you're more suspicious, and there's probably more torture around protecting royalty.
Maybe. I don't like liking her less. I like her less. I like them, but I don't like her now.
I don't...
I'm sorry. I like her less. Because granted, there's stuff that we don't know. I'm really hoping that as we learn more. Yeah, she did. I wonder what they're going to do. And obviously, he cares about her still. So regardless of how I feel about her, I still want him to succeed and all that stuff.
It's also, they're different every time. That's why I'm like, I don't think that she killed him all 3 times. I think that maybe it is a difference of like, well, because of his actions this time, this is what happened, but we didn't see it. Because of his actions the next time, there wasn't the cutting of the hair, there wasn't this and that. Like, one sister he might have had more attachment to, and the other one felt more suspicious of it, and then that one killed him because she wasn't sure what was going on.
Yeah,
but
he didn't want him getting too close to her sister.
Yeah, I think there's
like creating some kind of...
I think there's a method going through that like he'll get more information somehow here, but I don't think it's Rim killing him every time, especially since Rim died this time.
No, of course, I think that it's something else that killed him the other 2 times, and then because he wasn't available to be killed, it took her for some reason. So,
what was the Lord? Like, he powered up. Who was he getting ready to fight? Was he getting ready to fight
Beatrice? Yeah, because she put her contract over like
his staff.
How angry he got because his staff was hurt.
Okay.
And he just pulled out a bunch of balls.
Yeah. He was like, well, if you're going to put your life on the line.
She said something about his makeup and weird fetishes at some point.
Keep the jokes to your
Yeah.
makeup and weird fetishes.
But yeah, interesting, like having a, an actual rule stop him as opposed to like just doing a reset and learning from a mistake. I mean, this is also learning from a mistake now, but like having actually something, like, was he aware of that thing grabbing him? Or was it just like, in his mind, from his perspective, was he just a sudden amount of fear not to say anything?
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because he felt like, I can still talk. I can still move. Like, I'm not having a heart attack.
Yeah.
But I can still feel that fear.
Yeah, like
That's
I was wondering,
what's
from his point of view, is this like just like another rule? Like from my point of view, it feels like agency, a hand reaching in and stopping him, as opposed to just like the way the rule base is. Which, I mean, it's a loose, blurry line there, but kind of a line there.
Sure. I also like that, like, he had this fear, and he was like going through that in his mind when he was sleeping, and then those hands grabbed him, but it was like they were like a glowy, like yellowy, gold kind of colored hands.
It was
that
the
were
opposite of.
grabbed instead of that dark, shadowy look. These are
Like the
light,
purple, like writhing like a snake.
These
almost.
were like hands of light grabbing his hands, and then like his fear subsided. So,
What do you think about the television static look, though, to it as well?
to what?
Yeah.
Like there's like a look of like a television staticky look to it, which I just thought was interesting. Like
During
like
which
interference.
during the scene,
The
like
shadow
when
one?
yeah,
Or
when
the-
he
the
no,
glowy-
the
the
one
glowy
where
light hands?
they grab the hands. It happened twice. There was like a 4 or 5 frames of like this like television static, which
There's also like a
was
weird
an interesting-
static and like pops around Beatrice when she powers up. When she was in the standoff with the Lord of the house, she had like weird little like flickers of interference around her, where he had like the distortion and the balls.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he frames this as being part of, like, a video game. Like, well, in a video game, this is what would happen. So he's, like, bringing the rules over. I just wonder if, like, the television static thing is to give some type of clue of, like, this is some type of fantasy in his head that has to do with video games or something. I don't know. Like, what if he was at that gas station, just fucking got hit by a car, and then serotonin and DPD, or whatever that chemical was, it floods his brain. He has a hallucination before he dies, And he frames it with some kind of, like, static thing. Like a video game. I don't know. It's a weird choice if it's, like, to have, like, a television static thing, I feel like.
I think it's just an effect. I don't think it's like a
I don't remember.
static.
Where does he have the...
It was right there where he was like grimacing.
Maybe it's supposed to symbolize like something he knows it's happening, but he also has trouble remembering it because like it's physically happening to him,
Yeah.
It's also
but it's like not in his memory.
It's also like giving you, like, it's a sensation of touch, where you can feel, if you're lying on your back in your bed with your eyes closed, you can feel if something moves around you, but you can't exactly see what it looks like. You can just sense something is there.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I get from the static shot that Eric's talking about.
If they do it again, it must be just before that while he's looking at his hand.
Just before this?
Yeah, because it's sometime here when he realizes it. So like, there's some point in all this. So you must have to go back further.
Where they were both holding his hand.
It might be before that, maybe. Yeah, there's a point when like he grabs her hand and he looks at it.
He's looking at his hand for...
Yeah.
Well,
Alright,
you
so-
realize that they both grab his hand right before he runs off the cliff.
There it is again.
That's just the same shot there. Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about it, like, like when we watch WandaVision, Wanda does something. It has that, like, television, like, light color, like, shift thing, I'm just wondering if, like, I wonder if there's something there with the static when it comes to, like, a video game or something, because he does base this off some type of video game logic. I don't know. I just thought it was a strange, like, filter to put over the animation.
I mean, that's the filter that he's trying to, like, put all of this information through to try to understand it, because it's so beyond anything that he's ever experienced before.
It really could just go with like the other memories he had, like having that vignette around it was like these are memories he has. This one is like something that is like fuzzy and he's trying to break through, and it could just be kind of a symbolism of like like that. Like
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it
Like,
happened,
it's not
but I
as
just
clear a memory.
who
as
held
the
my
others.
hand? Who was it? Like someone grabbed my hand. I swear someone grabbed my hand. But I can't.
So
remember.
like this specific touch was like such a charged moment. It like it brings static to the connection he's making. I guess I don't know.
I'm not saying this is the case, but it could also be memories from future iterations too that haven't happened yet.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, I will take my static off for now. What does the Witch of Envy smell like?
Bad.
Yeah, but
Like
what's
BO.
what smell like?
probably
Like
smells.
eggs?
Probably smells like Tarkin.
I wonder what Puck smells like.
Foul smell.
He probably has a smell too, right?
It's
Like,
gotta
are they
be
smelling
nice.
the mana? Like, what are they smelling?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shadow mana.
Is it literally a smell, or is it just like it's the closest sense I can, or the closest sense I can think of close to there? I don't know. Just trying to think of what, like, fucking Witch of Envy, you know, like sulfur.
Why sulfur?
I don't know.
She's not a demon.
Shouldn't fart. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe so you can see more of Zero, whatever the rest of the name is. We have more right now over at patreon.com/blindwave, up to the next 4 episodes available over there, as well as full length on the Raw Rider tier. So make sure you guys check that out. And subscribe so you don't miss out on this and all the other stuff we cover here at Blindwave.